Before the brothels, before the sailors vanished, this land belonged to the Sklallam and Coast Salish tribes. Port Townsend rests on the edge of the Olympic Peninsula, wrapped in mist and mystery. Settlers came in 1851, calling it the City of Dreams. They built big hopes and even bigger problems. By the 1870s, Port Townsend boomed. Ships lined the harbor, and so did crime. This was a rough place. Sailors were shanghaied, kidnapped, drugged, and sold to sea captains. Bars lined the streets, and behind them, cribs and brothels. Some called it crimping, others just called it Tuesday. Down alleys behind City Hall, women worked the dollar cribs. Tiny rooms, no heat, just quick business. But up the hill, and along Water Street, the parlors served the rich. $2.50 got you velvet couches and champagne. The Palace Hotel was different. It wasn't just a brothel. It was the best. Marie ran it, the madam. Tough, quiet, knew how to keep secrets. In room 3, that was hers. Red wallpaper, a fireplace, only one in the building. And some say she still walks these halls. Underneath the city, tunnels ran from the port to the brothels. A sailor could disappear from his bar stool and wake up at sea. And if you ended up on sea to Shanghai, well, no one came looking. Maxwell Levy made a fortune kidnapping men. They called him the King of Crimps. He took the cash, the sailors took the fall. No charges ever stuck. And then there was Captain Tibbles, sailor, hotel owner, sheriff. Violent, vindictive, twice divorced. By the end, he thought everyone was out to get him. He died alone, in an asylum. Some say you can still feel Marie watching, or hear Tibbles stomping the halls. Guests report cold spots, footsteps, and voices that don't belong to the living. This isn't just a hotel. It's a memory that won't die. Port Townsend has charm, sure, but dig deeper, and the dirt sticks. The brothels, the tunnels, the stolen men. You don't build a paradise without a few buried sins. And in this town, some of them never stay buried. Stay the night if you dare, but don't be surprised if someone joins you. And for the next 2 nights, our haunted heritage will investigate Port Townsend and the Palace Hotel. Let's start with our host, Kim Douthit.
So Port Townsend has quite the history of sex work and sex workers. So this is true. This isn't one of those cases of everything being completely exaggerated and
I thought so at first too. It does sound a little over the top, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I dug into it, and it is a long and embraced history. It is really part of this town. Around 1903 to just about the start of World War I, where we get a lot of insights because they're doing like enforcement or emphasis raids, kind of, you know, like emphasis patrols, and rounding up the girls and bringing them in, or rounding up the people who run the houses. At times they're known as body houses, and that is B-A-W-D-Y. Through other research, I did find a map that shows that not only was it very well known here and very embedded, but we had what they called the dollar houses, which were the lower end houses.
Like the dollar store?
Like the dollar store. Very affordable ladies. And they would cater more to the working men or the sailors. And then they had what they called the 250 houses. And those were your upper end houses, and some of them were in legitimate houses that were built for that purpose.
So in terms of the clientele that each one would attract, if I was going to a 250 house, that meant I was probably a politician or somebody a little...
You were definitely someone who could afford it.
Right.
So the most prominent men in town. And by 1932, we have lots of reports of some people calling it Marie's place. It was Marie Martin who was the madam of the Palace Hotel. But she listed herself in the 1932 director as the manager of the Palace Hotel.
Now, you're staying then in Marie's room, which is very exciting.
Yes.
What are some of the hauntings that people have reported who have stayed there before?
Well, people do report seeing actual apparitions in front of the fireplace there.
Oh.
So my process is really to treat it like an interview, or to get to know them and to share their stories.
Well, here's hoping that the investigation might answer a couple questions.
Yeah, I hope so.
Tonight, Melissa's going to be hosting a little welcome hour as part of her experiment right here in Marie's suites. Let's go see. Hi. Hello. This is very exciting.
It is.
So you're going to tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing?
Oh, yes. Got some good ideas. We're going to have fun tonight. For our first experiment, we are in Marie's room. Now, Marie was known to be the madam of the brothel in the 30s and possibly as late as the outbreak of World War II. We also believe this room could have been Captain Tibble's at one point. Some of the main paranormal activity that's been reported in this room is someone appearing in front of the fireplace here. If someone does appear here, we've got our lights out that would indicate to us if anything is here. Now, another key part of this experiment is we're going to invite the rest of the team in, and we're just going to sit around and have a cocktail hour. We're going to talk about some of the historical things that have happened here, really more with a little bit of the town gossip bent, and invite any of the spirits that are here to maybe give us some more juicy details. So one of the things we've set up for this experiment is a bar, and we will be having drinks at the bar. We'll make some nice French 75 drinks that are appropriate for the 1930s era brothel. And also, Captain Tibbles was quite the drinker, so we feel if someone's going to be attracted there, we've put another paralantern up that should show if there's any disruption in that field. And then, since this was a brothel, on the bed, we have another device that can sense motion and sound. Merle, do you want to tell us about that one?
Our viewers have seen us use the Ovulus, as we like to call her, Avi. We have Avi's English brother, Spirit Chat. So you've heard of the Alice box, again, Ovulus. Now this does the same thing. Avi has a 400 or 4,500 word vocabulary. This bad boy has a 10,000 word. And yes, it comes complete with a English accent. Melissa, we're going to have set up one more piece of equipment in here, the Polter tune. And we've used this device before. When you break the IR sensor, Jake, keep walking. So if Mr. Tibbles comes in here, or any of the ladies come through this door, this will go off. It's cocktail time?
It's cocktail time. Let's invite the team in.
Melissa.
It's funny, identity is because I have been trying to figure out Marie Martin's true identity. Was her name Marie Martin? Was that a pseudonym?
Yeah. So has this had any activity this evening so far, though, since it started lighting up just now?
Well, actually, we'd set everything up and we were going to invite everybody in. Mm-hmm. And while I was waiting for everybody to show up, my door just popped open on its own. Oh. But of course, we weren't filming.
Of course not. I know, and I hate it when things happen when we don't catch it.
But my body camera was on. It just was not pointed at the door. But that door made a very distinctive creak, so I am hoping we at least hear it. Did someone just push the door open?
And now this has started saying words really just in the last few minutes.
While we were passing out drinks and making the drinks, yeah. So what did we get here so far?
Protect them. Identity.
Well, identity and protect them. So,
And the time currently, it's just 10:17. So we are actually just starting to kind of get to that time of the evening when we might have had a little uptick in the gentleman activity.
Stately.
Was it because it's the 250 men, right? They're more stately.
this would have been...
Oh.
Tuberculosis.
Oh, no. Goodness, I wasn't going to turn this into a full investigation, but I don't know. We might be changing. We were just going to have
some might have some other ideas.
We were just going to have some cocktails. So, I was hoping that somebody would come in. These are stories that we've heard, but we'd like to hear a town, somebody who lived here and lived it, talk to us about, what was it really like?
Do we need to put an honorary one out for her?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Does the girl need a cocktail? Pour one out for Marie.
Pour one out for Marie.
I have held a human brain in my hand, but I cannot talk about the toenails.
You have held a human brain in your hand.
Have
I've
you?
done one before.
No, I certainly have not.
Just
Have
yesterday.
you never done an anatomy
You got that right?
Yeah.
Not that.
Oh, right.
How'd you
Right.
slip on a brain?
I did one that involved colored pencils and like a book.
I want to know how Merle slipped on a brain.
Or, I'm sorry, pencil
Yes.
crayons.
Oh.
Confess.
Can we talk about this? Because you shouldn't bring this stuff up if you don't want that tape.
Which day?
Merle.
I don't know. How'd you slip on brains, Merle?
I went to go remove an animal from and I had to walk over the person and whoop. But I didn't fall.
It's so funny.
Yeah, no, right?
More to my left.
That did not pay off.
Talking about brain.
It was an animal?
No.
It was not an animal
No,
brain.
the animal was alive.
Oh.
It needed to be rescued. But its person had unalived themselves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that took a dark turn.
Well, actually, I did hold an alcoholic encephalitis brain and a normal brain at a medical conference. And the alcoholic encephalitis brain looks like one of those like shrunken heads from like Ripley's Believe It or Not. And they are like Swiss cheese. There's literal holes and they're shrunk like this dried up little shriveled sponge. And they crazy the weight difference. Crazy how it feels totally different. It gets not all smooth. Oh my gosh, it's so nasty.
Our brain's smooth.
I want to see some
I just heard a voice.
I've never seen
it
any
up.
orcas.
Where?
That's funny.
What did it say?
It was a woman's voice. It was shrill.
What?
I couldn't really hear because everyone was talking. I just heard a shrill 2 words.
Is there anyone? Can you see anyone out on the street? Because this town shuts
Oh yeah,
down.
good point. Good point because it's everything's. I could try replaying the video.
I don't see
I don't see
anybody
people out there, yeah.
No.
It is quiet. This
Hi,
town
you're
is
on
pretty
camera.
quiet. If you can take video, you can show. There's literally no cars on the street. I can't believe this town is so quiet.
No, actually, it sounded.
right next to you.
Yeah, right next to me. Let me.
Where-
let me
where
stop and
the-
replay. I'll just stop and replay the video.
Well, that is where people.
Or at the point. Or at the point. Or at the point.
Well, I know where Amy and Crystal are headed next.
Free drinks. It's the best kinds.
There's something that.
Yeah.
Giant skill.
Free drinks. It's the best kinds.
There's something that.
Yeah.
Giant skill.
Free drinks. It's the best kinds.
There's something that.
Yeah.
Giant skill.
Is there anyone? Can you see anyone on the street? Because this town shuts down.
Good point. Good point. Okay, so we had just stopped because I heard a shrill voice, and as we played back what was going on in the room, we heard some stuff.
But what it first said was people, and then noise, as we were talking about trying to find the source of the voice or the noise. And now it says vast. Look in mirror.
Hold, please.
Okay.
Which mirror? This mirror, I would assume, because I'm going to tell you.
Close the door.
The door is closed.
This mirror,
Maybe that means the portal.
this. That's why this is on here. So it's not a portal.
Jeez.
I'm getting stabbed in the ear.
Oh,
It hurts. It's like something's going.
Jake is getting stabbed in the ear.
Don't stab Jake in the ear.
Let me take the camera.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
But tell me about your ear.
So anyway, we're over here. I was talking about shutting the door, and then Melissa was talking here and pointing to the door, and then it felt like someone took a pin and jabbed me in the ear like 4 times, and it stopped. After that,
Studied.
it hurt.
It's interesting though too, because you also were the one that was hearing the whispering over here, and you were around right over here.
It would have been this ear.
Yeah.
I got stabbed in this one.
But just that, both those things have happened to you when you have been in this area.
That's true. Maybe they don't like me here.
Is somebody?
So tell me about the ghosts of the Palace Hotel.
There's an array of ghosts in the Palace Hotel. They say that there's an old prostitute named Clara that wanders the hallways here.
Oh.
And what makes it kind of unique is she leaves a trail of like rose perfume.
Oh.
Like older style smelling perfume. I'm lucky to be staying in room 4, which was Claire's room. And, there's been a lot of encounters in there. People hear ghostly voices at night. I was reading today, actually, that the door will open in the middle of the night. They feel people sitting on the bed. They just feel ghostly presences around. And there's Mary, the madame, that used to be here too, is said to roam the halls as well. I'm really interested to see, because this used to be a brothel, what it's going to be like having single males staying in the rooms.
What that could kind of bring up. Yeah. So you're staying in room 4. You're staying in Claire's room. Do you have any nerves about staying in there, knowing some of the reports?
A little bit. I'm a little bit of a runner. If I get scared enough, I will probably pound on one of your guys' door and talk about the drama. So I am. Like, even when I was downstairs unloading my stuff and getting ready, I kind of felt some sort of weird presence in my room. And maybe it was my head, but I did smell something. But then I guess we'll see what happens with Claire or Mary or whoever else is here tonight.
So what are some of the tactics you're going to employ in your investigation?
We're going to try and go old school. I know Jake brought the dead bell. So that's an old-fashioned hotel bing. And we also like to use the EMF candle. So I think spirits of the 20s would be more comfortable with a candle versus like a more modern-looking REM pod. But we can also use different techniques of just talking to them. Money, since it was a brothel. Put some money out, some coins. And see what we can uncover using just really simple devices like that. More of our other tech, like audio recorders and stuff, I would like to try hiding. So it's out of sight of a potential spirit. Because again, that could maybe, no pun intended, spook a ghost away. And we don't want that. We want communication. Because these walls, they have so many stories they could tell. Because like I heard Melissa say earlier, the female side of things isn't well documented. The men, we know all about that stuff. But we don't know about the ladies that worked here, lived here, cried here, potentially died here, to talk. If they have any messages, if they have anything they want to say, we're here to be their soapbox. We're here to talk about the Palace Hotel's history and literally be the soapbox of the spirits.
So do you have any other specific hopes or goals you're hoping might be achieved in this investigation?
I'd like to make contact. I'd like to experience something in my room, maybe the door opening, the cabinet opening, a light turning on, something like sitting on my bed. That, that might startle me, but I'm here for the ride.
If we hear you running down the hall later, we know something's going on.
100%.
Love that.
So I'm looking forward to getting this this investigation started.
Awesome, me too. I'm very excited to see where this all leads.
Excellent. So we're going to start our session. This is my session in Clara's room. The most haunted room in the Palace Hotel, they say. I know Melissa earlier was going through the haunted book that is here, where guests write down their experiences. This room kind of freaks me out. People smell rose perfume. They've had the chain on the door actually come off and the door unlock. They have felt people sit on their bed. This has opened. And it stays shut. And they've heard ghostly moans, voices, and females talking. Now, what I want to do is invite any and all spirits that are in the Palace Hotel to come have a chat with me, to come spend time with me. No funny business. Just to talk, share their story, and tell their side or memories of the Palace Hotel. I have money here for you. American money. This may look funny to you, as your money in the 20s and 30s would have looked differently. But I can tell you this is worth a lot more. You have a whopping $12 here, which would have been a couple hundred maybe back then, right? Who knows? Anyhow, I invite all of you guys to come in, and ladies, to have a chat with us. I'll leave the door open a crack so you can come in. And I will put the money on the foot of the bed. And when you come in here, what you need to do is hit this bell so we know you're here. That's all I ask of you. Who is Claire? Claire, can you come talk to us? There's conflicting stories about you that I would like to set the record straight. We have some people saying you're the infamous lady in blue that walks around the hallways of the Palace Hotel. You were Captain Tibbles, one of his wives, but you were also said to be a prostitute here. Who were you here? What did you do? If you worked here, you have two options to tell us. You can blow out that candle, whatever makes you comfortable, or take the money and hit the bell. Claire, are you here? Just so you can see that there's not just $1 there, there's to explore the other story we've read of the chain opening. Who's the spirit that opens the door here? I have more money for you if you can tell us. And what I'd like to do is set it to yes or no. Just get some basic yes or no questions going.
Candles on.
I kind of have a feeling the device on the floor might be scaring you or make you hesitant to want to come in here. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to take it off the floor and put it away. Have there been other people like us coming to talk to you here? I have another item that I might try to have you communicate with. The Spirit Chat, version 4. So the cool thing about the device in my hand is you can come whisper to it, or talk to it, or yell to it. And whatever words you say, it'll formulate it. So if this is an easier device for you to talk to. I fully encourage it.
From. Move away.
So, just saying. You were told to move away a couple times upstairs.
I was told to move away and to leave.
On a completely different platform. Come to Claire's room and take my money. It's all yours if you come talk to us.
Why did this just go out?
My goggles just went out.
Yeah. If that was you, could you help Merle turn his goggles back on?
Feels like somebody's like dangling their legs on the bed. They're going like this. There's vibration on the floor, like walking around.
Could you touch Merle if you're male?
Smells like smoke in here. Like smoke.
Can you touch Merle if you're male? Can you touch Merle?
Like cigar. Like a cheap cigar.
I do. God, I just get a whiff of that. Is that Captain Tibbles?
This smells like right in my face.
Hey, is this PJ McComb? PJ, is that you? There's a weird smell in here.
There's a real shitty person in here.
There's a weird smell. A weird vibe.
My throat is dry like I've been inhaling smoke.
Who had this room originally? Who was in here?
Feels like there's a lot of people in here. I'm getting really... My lap is cold.
Is this, if you are a female, touch Merle. Let him know you're here. Touch him gently, but touch him. Let him know if you're a female, but gently touching him. Do you like Mike's energy?
Nope.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did you get touched?
Yes.
But I did hear a tapping over by your bed. And when you were saying that you could smell some cigar smoke, and I'm like, I smell something weird, but I don't know if it's that. And then you said cheap cigar, and then I had a whiff of it.
Don't just touch my thigh.
I was asking if someone was a female, if they could gently touch you.
That's what it was. It was on my thigh.
But I was asking, and I was just asking how many people were in here, if there was more than 10. I was asking for them to use that thing to see if they would say yes or no.
There's a real shitty man in here, too.
Yeah, what did you mean by the shitty man? Because that's what I was smelling. So the cigar smell faded away, and then I started smelling something.
I'm getting panicky. When don't I? But, like, I just pictured a man in, like, a nice suit with a white pop collar.
Mm-hmm.
With, like, almost like a bronze cane with, like, a duck or some sort of bird on the hand. And, like...
Oh, Clocker. That's
Yeah.
Clocker. No, his name is Clocker. Remember from our Fort Worden?
And he had a...
He had a thing like that.
Almost...
He would dress really nice for the day. Was it a tweedy look?
Yeah.
That might have been Clocker.
Facial hair, though.
Yeah.
So for our last experiment, we're taking it back to Barkerville. We're doing the Richfield technique, where we're basically scrying into this mirror. We're using the candle. And what we're trying to do here is, they say that this door opens in this room, and you can hear and see ghostly apparitions in here. So I would love to see a spirit come through in the mirror, in front of us, or even blow out the candle that is in my hand. This is our last experiment tonight. This is our last opportunity to talk. Anyone in the Palace Hotel with good intent that wants to speak to us, now is your time.
So, Amy, tell me about Clara.
Clara. This is Clara here. I got her back in October when a group of us went to Salem, Oregon. She did come with a tag that had her name on it, and all it said was like, Clara, the haunted doll, and that she likes to, if you give her writing tools, she likes to write on walls.
Oh.
It hasn't happened yet.
But you have noticed activity since bringing her into your home?
Yes. Very subtle.
Okay.
But there's been times when I feel like somebody is sat on the bed on the other side where my husband sleeps, and I think like, oh, he's come to bed. And I look over and there's nobody there. Occasionally I'll hear like popping, knocking.
Oh, interesting.
Noises. There's been a time like where she pushed something off of a shelf. It was like this card stock. It was actually the card that she came with.
And now, since we've come to Port Townsend, you have adopted a new doll for your haunted family?
Yes. So, another antique store. And in one of the cases, there were these little baby dolls. And one of them I noticed was the same kind of doll as Clara, which was from a collection called like a storybook collection by, I think, Nancy Ann from like the 1940s. And I was just like, I gotta have this. My friend Jake and I went in halves on it. And now the baby doll who is named Lily, is upstairs in my room right now. And
so tell us a little about what kind of experiment we're going to be doing with Clara and Lily later.
Spirit of the boy on the third floor in the hallway.
Tell us a little about that. What spirit is this?
So allegedly, according to like I guess it would be more of like urban legend, his name is Adam.
Oh.
And he's up on the third floor and the hallway is there.
Okay.
So maybe bringing her out into the hallway, kind of seeing like what we get there. And she might have some words and some responses, and maybe we'll, get in touch with Adam too.
It'd be very cool if Clara is what entices Adam to come out.
Okay. Well,
Can I butt in for a second?
yeah.
So, right before we press record, what this thing say? The obulus, it said mad.
It said
abort.
mad, abort, and then it said interrupt. So, here, we'll turn it this way. So, are you upset that I interrupted your Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? I'm sorry, Clara. This will only be for a little bit, and then I'll turn it back on. So, is this Lily or Clara? So if this is Clara, can you turn the candle off? Okay, if this is Lily, can you turn the candle off? And it won't shut off unless they...
I always tell them to blow it out instead of
Oh.
shut off.
Oh, did the
Rest
blow...
my case, Your Honor.
Did the blow it out seem to to work better for you when Merle said to blow it out?
I meant to light it.
I'm gonna try this, okay? All right, here we go. Students. Do you know about the boy, Adam, who's supposed to be in the hallways? Have you?
Not very.
Well, you don't know very much about him. Have you seen him? Or any of the other spirits like you in the hotel? I know you like your space. Were you with us last night for a little bit in Melissa's room? We had some responses that sounded very familiar to Wicked. And I know that's a movie I took you to go see in the theater.
Move over.
Move over. Oh, who? So you want me to move over? I can move. Do you want me to move off the chair?
It may have been me.
Oh.
Because I was in their face.
Oh.
You can't stay.
Oh.
I guess it's me. You know, the ghosts hate me.
Oh, is it Jake? He can't stay. Would you like Jake to leave? Do you want Jake to leave? Far. You want him to... Do you want Merle to take over? Well, I remember like her interactions with you when we were at the hotel in Salem.
Leave.
Oh.
What was it?
Leave.
Again?
Yeah. I wonder what would happen if Merle took over and you left the room. What kind of response she would have.
I'm going to leave.
All right, Jake is going to leave. Merle's going to take over. Jake's leaving the room. Now it's just me and Merle. If you need to touch me, that's fine. Just know I'm here for you, and I don't want you to feel uncomfortable in any way.
Move over.
Did move over. Do you want me to move over? Because I can move over if that... Here, I'll stand up. I'll move over here.
Asylum.
Asylum. Oh, Does this have to do with the taking you to that cemetery?
Praise.
Is there another spirit with Clara since the asylum?
I do praise you a lot. I love having you around. And taking you to that asylum cemetery was not the best choice. And then over here it was like, I'm related.
Please come back.
Okay, I'll come back.
Oh, yes.
Maybe I frightened her because she told you to come back.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
if
she
it's
has
'cause
it.
I'm scary with this or not.
But I mean, he had it.
Yeah, but he's like attuned with the spirits. I have the doppelgangers that scare everything away.
Yeah.
It's been a little quieter. Like there was a lot more chattiness when you were gone, and it's gotten quieter. If you feel unsure about Jake, you could, touch me, hold my
Only
hand.
for you.
Oh. All right. Bye-bye, Clara.
Goodbye, Clara.
Yeah. You're
Bye,
gonna
Clara.
end that.
Okay, can we play a yes or no game? Can you light the candle again by touching it, if we can play a yes or no game? All right, great, thank you. So, Can you blow out the candle if you are a girl?
If your name is Rebecca, can you blow out the candle? The candle went out.
Where'd you get the Rebecca name from?
Clara.
That tickles.
Because when I was doing the thing with Clara, a name came up.
All right.
Sometimes I feel like it kind of needs, oh God, getting up is going to be a pain in the butt. But sometimes I feel like it kind of, like they need a sec, like with kids. It's like you ask a question and sometimes it kind of takes them a minute to like process. Let me look at the transcript. If you were the one playing with Clara when she was out here, can you light the candle? It seemed like Clara. Oh, yeah.
Do you like Clara? Was that fun? We'll blow out the candle if you like Clara.
Are you okay?
I like music. What music do you like?
Okay, you're okay. Alright, I just gotta check and make sure you're okay. Just like I always check that Clara's okay. See if she's doing well, because, you know, I take care of her and I make sure she's safe.
You told me.
Well, I told you. I told you I'd take care of her. Yeah, okay. Who is he? Is he a boy? I mean, is he like a kid?
I like good stories.
Or is he... Let's see, what was the name? Carl? No. Carl? Is that who told you? Okay.
What date is it?
It is.
I need to go.
Okay. Well, just so you know, it's January the 21st, 2025. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I need to go too. And thanks for chatting with me. Or maybe like, can I do a video? Oh, okay. Here, I'm gonna do it. Okay, if you want to be in my
What's your
video,
favorite story?
if you want to be in the video, can you light up the candle again? Light the candle for me? No, are you camera shy? Okay, if you want me to stop the video, can you light the candle? I know you said you gotta go, and I gotta go too. Alright, I'll stop. Alright, I stopped.
So, Amy.
Hey.
Hey, so you were in the hallway.
Yes.
And some things happened. Tell us about it.
So I decided, after doing the little investigation with Clara and having other people in there, that to investigate the hallway, it would just be me and Clara and a camera, and then the phone with the setting on there for her to talk, and just kind of see what I got. And right away when I turned it on, she was already like, he needs to go.
Oh.
She was already like, Jake needs to go.
The sass was full force.
Jake left. And then it was kind of like hesitant. There was lots of like dead space. Like where just, I was asking questions and I just wasn't really getting anything. And then I was just like, well, you could just do yes or no with the candle. And if it's yes, can you just light it up and keep it lit for a little bit longer? Because it was kind of flashing on and off. And I was just like, I asked her, just so you understand, can you, Clara, light the candle and keep it lit? And she did. And so throughout the conversation,
I asked about, you know, because we were trying to find out more about this boy in the hallway named Adam. And she wasn't really like forthcoming on a boy. She kept like, because I know we've been trying to reach Adam. And
he's not here.
The name Catherine came up. She kept mentioning like a girl, like a sister. And at one point, like she was interacting with my questions. Like I was asking questions and she was responding appropriately. And then at one point it sounded like she was having a conversation with somebody else. And I was only getting one half of the conversation. Like when you hear somebody on the phone. Yeah. But you don't hear what that person's saying, but you hear what the person next to you is saying. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of like inviting somebody to play with her, saying that she wanted to play. I was just like, I don't have any games. And then she's like, I'm not from here. Like engaging in a way that was like, she's not talking to me. She's talking to somebody else. And it went really well. We even had a couple that walked by, and I think they like are in the room next to me.
I had those dolls when I was little.
Yeah, she likes to take trips and go to different places, and so just kind of seeing what she thinks about here.
Good for you.
So far,
writing a book about this?
We're doing a documentary.
All right.
Yeah.
You know about Stanley, who went all around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I taught school, so I had Stanley go around.
Aww. And then the lady was like, oh, I had one of those when I was growing up. Like, I had one of those dolls. She had mentioned a name. So she's like, you know about Stanley? And I'm all, oh. And she's just like, yeah. She's like, I used to teach around here. So I got, like, all these different names. I got Clara going in like a female direction. Every time I asked if it was a boy or a man. If it was a boy who's not here, can you light the candle?
Do no.
Do not. She's like, do not. Every time I asked that question, like every time I was starting to ask that, I was like, is it a boy? Is it like a man? Like a yes or no? And she's all, do not. And I was like, okay.
Well, we had a quiet investigation here. We're here for 2 nights and some stuff happened, but not much. But last night when I was in bed, I woke up maybe 3:30-ish to somebody trying to open my door. Like the handle was actually moving back and forth. And I also heard a key rattling outside. I asked Melissa if she went outside, and she did, but around 2 a.m. So I was like, it's kind of creepy, because that's one of the tells, was a ghostly apparition doing the back and forth on the door handle. So maybe I did have some activity.
So I woke up and it was still dark outside, and it took me a second to realize what had woken me up. To the right of me, I heard whispering. And it was very distinctly happening on the right side. Like it wasn't something where I'm hearing outside street noise. It was maybe like 4 or 5 feet away from me. And there's no rooms on that side of my room. There's not a room on the other side of the wall. And I couldn't hear exactly what was being said because they were just far enough away. And by the time I was kind of awake enough to really realize what was going on, it just stopped. And I looked at the clock and it was about 6 in. So very like 6. And I had a moment of, okay. and I asked pretty quick, is anyone else here? Nothing. No other things happening. I went back to sleep.